Hi, welcome to another episode of Foxy Little Nuggets, where the handbrake of competence meets the downhill trolley of government, and everyone insists that the resulting crash is all part of the delivery system. First up, Britain's meningitis B vaccination programme appears to have achieved the difficult feat of inviting thousands of young people to be vaccinated without reliably providing the actual vaccine. It's a one-off scheme. It was launched following a couple of deaths of the outbreak in Kent. And it's Year 13 pupils and those about to go off to university that have been invited to be jabbed. Unfortunately, the pharmacists say the rollout is plagued with problems. Plagued, eh? They choose their words with care. Basically, 3,000 pharmacies were surveyed and only 3.7% said the service was running properly. So it isn't, is it, at all? Some pharmacists claim they've been required to open appointment slots despite not actually having the vaccine. So you're wasting everybody's time. Unbelievable, isn't it? So worried parents and students are being told to come forward, book an appointment, arrive at the pharmacy and then told, sorry, off you go, bye. However, the NHS is saying there's plenty of stocks. Well, have you tried, getting them to the pharmacies? Is that a novel approach or what? But there we go. It's marvellous, isn't it? Just so typical of Britain today. Angela Rayner has returned to the cabinet after spending her year away, and she earned more than £180,000. Official declaration shows she collected over £104,000 for just 15 hours of speeches. Who on earth is paying money to listen to that moron? It's unbelievable, isn't it? £6,700 an hour to listen to an idiot speak. Oh my good God. She also received a £61,000 advance for her memoir, presumably written in crayon. Again, who would be willing to pay this kind of money? It's remarkable, isn't it? And this is the woman who previously said, saying, no, being an MP's the job, you shouldn't have a second job. Well, it seems she's got one, she's raking it in, but then of course she did have a big tax bill, didn't she? That's going to be rather awkward for her. But giving highly paid speeches about why MPs should not have jobs outside of Parliament does seem a little bit hypocritical, don't you think? Just a little bit, maybe? There she is. She's now back as Housing Secretary, a job she failed at the first time, and she's happy to fail again. All her earnings were properly declared. She didn't do anything wrong, but the optics aren't, they're not great, are they? Not particularly. Got a little nugget from Scotland here, where the Greens want to put a tourist tax across the whole of Scotland, which means that if you travel, not for a holiday, say, from England or from outside Scotland and pay it, but if you had to travel to, say, go visit a friend in hospital or work or something like that, you'd have to be paying tax. It's basically tax on sleep if you sleep anywhere other than your own bed. The charge is described as they're calling it a visitor levy, but it's actually just tourist tax. And they say it could raise maybe 50 million a year. Yeah, but think of the damage it would do to, the hospitality industry. Oh, there are exemptions though. If you're an asylum seeker, you don't have to pay. If you're a refugee, you don't have to pay. But everyone else does have to pay. Because, immigrants get it for nothing. No tax. They don't have to pay the tax. People who work do. Nice, isn't it? But under a nationwide scheme, you could therefore pay Scottish taxes, travel within Scotland, remain inside your own council area and still be classified as a visitor. And then be taxed for sleeping. Very good. They really are running out of things to tax, aren't they? It may raise money, but not much. And it's... residents are being, priced out of visiting their own country, effectively. But the government, I'm sure, would congratulate itself on discouraging unnecessary internal tourism. Got to get the traffic down somehow, haven't they? There we go. We have a wonderful story about the civil service as well, which I absolutely love this one. The Government Media Unit, as they're calling themselves, is advertising a whole range of taxpayer-funded positions, including senior social creator, social videographer, social video lead, social strategy lead, the head of social and creative production. all at the same time as clamping down on social media. Irony, isn't it? The jobs will be based conveniently close to Coronation Street, number 10 North, and will help produce videos for platforms including TikTok and X. X, which is a platform that many in the Labour Party suggest nobody should be using. And TikTok, which is for children, which the MPs don't want children watching. It's dumb, isn't it? It's another waste of time and another waste of think. Whoever comes up with these bright ideas really ought not to, don't you think? The government says the team will focus on real-world impact over volume. Bless. And use something called long, short and live model. Bless. Nobody knows what these words are. They're all buzzwords, aren't they? Slogans. Meaningless. But I guarantee that the jobs will be well paid because they're taxpayer jobs, aren't they? That's why they have long job titles, short videos, live coverage of ministers insisting the nation is doing everything swimmingly, it's doing really well, look, everything there. But then you have to have 5 people standing there filming somebody opening a door or walking into it. Previous governments relied upon speeches, interviews, parliamentary statements, but that's not what the modern state is. We have a Prime Minister who, for example, does not like answering questions. We do have a Prime Minister who does not like being held accountable. So there we go. Did the Prime Minister just destroy the opposition? That sort of thing. You need to have vertical videos, dramatic music, and a caption that's sort of uplifting in the heart. What a load of old toss it is. The civil service has not disclosed whether applicants must be able to point a floating text, perform trending dances, or describe every minor announcement as a game changer, which is what they like to do. Still, the arrangement is appropriate. Andy Burnham was promised a different kind of government, and government by TikTok. Yeah, that's about it. We have got this one, though. It's an and finally, and it's the Commonwealth Games opening ceremony. King Charles and Queen Camilla made their entrance by emerging from the Tardis, presumably because it's richer on the inside. It was an unexpected combination of monarchy, sci-fi and Scottish pageantry, although given the current state of politics, a Time Lord may be the only public figure capable of delivering a 5-year plan. More than 3,000 athletes from 74 countries and territories will compete across 10 sports and 6 parasports. There we go. Having the King turn up, yes, it's all very good, but come on, the Queen parachuted. Can't give her a do. She was a game old bird. Let me know what you think. Thanks very much. Enjoy it, and goodbye.